In the last video, I mentioned about what happens in the morning if we get 20 points, and I just wanted to illustrate what happened on the February the 2nd. Now, just to show you what the parameters are, I've got the 5 contracts, and I will change that to 2 in a minute. 5 contracts, but I just wanted to show you that it's February the 2nd. Well, we're in February, we're in 2015, so we only had to put 2 because it would assume February and 2015. So I just wanted to illustrate that from the last video. And what we've got here is this window shows what's going on. And also these messages appear during the day. They don't all just appear at the end. They appear as each thing happens. So, for example, here, where the system went long to at 1978.50, buy trade entered at 1958.50. That would appear when this happened, and the stop is set 4 points lower. That's this little red line. Now, initially this red line would be all the way to the close, just like the green line showing the entry level. But it gets moved when the stop gets moved. So very soon, in fact, almost in the same bar, because it's a big bar, the buy stops moved to break even, which is why that line's only a little line. So the buy stops moved up to here. And then 5 minutes later, the dump target, which is 6 points, is hit, and we lose one, sell one, for 6 points. And we got a buy trade profit of 6 points, and it's now starting to set up to buy another. And if you remember, the system either tries to buy one 3 points lower, which would be at 3 points below here, which would be 1981.5, or it wants to buy one 1 point higher if the market keeps going up, which would be 1985.5. So, but it's got the 1981.5 set up. It gives you that. So the market is moving up. Buy stop move to break even. Well, it's just doing the same. It will keep doing that. It says it hasn't managed to buy anything, so it has a setup still, and it confirms the stops move to break even. It's all the same level. And then here, LPL, long position limit, it says buy another limit, and it has bought one at 1981.5, and here it's that dip down allowed it to buy one, and it says it's 2 contracts long, and the buy stop is still down at I think it's the original stop level, because when it comes down, the last thing you want, if it come down, buy one and get stopped out immediately. So it lowers the stop back to the original stop when it buys another contract. And so it's set the stop again. And as the market keeps going up, the first thing it wants to do is move the stop back to break even if it can. And it wants to now start pyramiding, and it'll say buy another. And this is because I've got the number of contracts to 5. And it says it's 3 contracts long, but it wants to buy another 4, and it says it's 4 contracts long, but that happens at exactly the same time that the 20-point limit gets hit. So in fact, it doesn't buy another, and it just dumps all 3 for 20 points, and it's made 47.5 points profit. Now that isn't 47.5 from there to there. What it is, it's 20 points for one contract, and then it's the LPL contract and the LGP, all 3 of them. It doesn't include the 6 points it dumped, so it would actually have made 53.5 points as profit. Now, what I want to now do is I'm going to put this back to 2 contracts, just to show you what would happen if there's no pyramiding. And what it does there is it just, you can see it just buys 2, dumps 1, and runs it, and it also will still try and get another one. And you see now it makes 40 points because it's only got the 2 contracts. So that's a day where everything happens before the cut-off time, and it will just take 20 points and it'll be done for the day. I wanted to show you the other thing that happens. I wanted to show you the same thing to the downside. This is where it shorts to, and this is SPLS. This is where it can't get another contract at a better price, so it shorts another one on stop. In a previous video I kept saying buy. It's not buy, it sells another one on stop. So that'll be at a worse price. And so this one got out at 2006, and I would think it gets back in again at 2007 would be my guess. 2003, of course, because that's a worse price. And then it gets out of them both down here. Why does it do that? I think that's because it's a long. I think it's a long bar. So I think the 2 bars. It has decided that that's a bigger bar than the average true range, so it decides to get rid of everything. So that is, it does try and maximize profits. And the other thing I wanted to show you was the day before was this. I wanted to show you this. Do you remember I said in a previous video, it tries to get in at a preferential tick, and if it can't, it doesn't. So for example, you can see here the close is so what am I doing? Oh yeah, the close is 54.75, and this next bar, it doesn't give us an opportunity to get in at a better price because the high is 54.75 and it would want to get in at 55, and it's not, so it doesn't do anything. However, 5 bars later, it tries to get in again, and it says, and it will short to at market, but it doesn't like doing that. So the system's programmed that if it does do that, it just dumps them as soon as possible. And what it does, it only takes 8 points on the whole lot if offered, or 6 points if it's a buy, and says, you know what, I can't stand it when I've had to get in at market and I just want out. There's a signal here, I'm going to take it, but I want to get out as soon as possible. And it just closes it out for 8 points. So that's how the system works. And I just wanted to make those points. Now, I'm not going to gloat about all the good days. My next video is going to be all the terrible days that it has, because the system is about a 50-50 win-lose ratio. So half the trades win, half the trades lose. However, the losing trades are 4 points and the winning trades are like 40 points. And that's the key. That's why the system makes money. So that'll be in the next video. Thanks a lot. Bye.